Ever bitten into a fresh, juicy apple and wondered what else you might be tasting? What if the invisible chemicals meant to protect our food are silently posing a risk to our health? Welcome to the Fields of Innovation YouTube channel. Smart farming starts here. Discover the future of agriculture, where we share information about technology applied in agriculture. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects every single one of us: pesticide residues on our food. Pesticides have become a cornerstone of modern agriculture, dramatically boosting crop yields and ensuring we have enough food to feed a growing global population. However, this success comes with a serious question mark. The residues these chemicals leave behind on our fruits, vegetables, and grains are a growing source of public concern. People are more aware than ever about what goes into their bodies, and the potential health implications of long-term exposure to these residues are making headlines. Issues like chronic illnesses, potential links to cancer, and the undeniable ecological side effects have turned this into a hot-button topic. Sensational media reports and occasional food safety scandals only add to the public's anxiety, making us all question the safety of the food on our plates. This is where testing becomes absolutely critical, not just for protecting our health, but also for keeping global trade flowing smoothly. The importance of testing for health and trade cannot be overstated. Major economic blocs like the United States, the European Union, and Japan have established very strict regulations, known as maximum residue limits, or MRLs. These are legally enforceable standards for the amount of pesticide residue allowed on food products. For farmers and exporters, failing to meet these standards isn't just a minor issue. It can lead to the outright rejection of entire shipments. This translates into massive financial losses and damaged reputations. Therefore, reliable, accurate testing is the bedrock of trust and compliance, ensuring that food moving across international borders is safe for everyone and that agricultural economies can thrive. So, how do we ensure our food is safe? Let us take a closer look at the technology designed to do just that: pesticide residue testing machines. In simple terms, these are specialized instruments designed to detect and measure even the tiniest traces of pesticides on food, in water, and within the soil. Their fundamental purpose is twofold: to verify that food products comply with strict regulatory standards and, most importantly, to safeguard public health from the potential dangers of chemical exposure. These machines come in two main categories, each with its own strengths and applications: lab-based systems and portable field devices. Lab-based systems are the heavyweights of pesticide detection. These are highly sophisticated, incredibly accurate instruments that can simultaneously detect and quantify hundreds of different pesticide residues from a single sample. You'll typically find them in government regulatory agencies, advanced research laboratories, and major agricultural export hubs where precision is non-negotiable. On the other end of the spectrum are portable field devices. These are smaller, often handheld units designed for quick, on-the-spot analysis. While they may not offer the same level of accuracy or comprehensive detail as their lab-based counterparts, their speed and convenience are invaluable for farmers, food inspectors, and especially for those in developing regions where access to fully equipped laboratories is limited or non-existent. To truly appreciate these machines, we need to understand how they work. The gold standard in laboratory testing involves a powerful combination of two techniques: chromatography and mass spectrometry. Think of it like a highly advanced detective process. First, chromatography takes a prepared food sample and separates all its different chemical components, much like separating different colors of ink on a piece of paper. Once these components are isolated, mass spectrometry steps in. It analyzes each component, identifying and quantifying every pesticide by its unique molecular fingerprint or weight. This two-step process provides unmatched precision and is the definitive method for regulatory enforcement. For situations that demand speed over ultimate precision, we have biosensors and rapid test kits. These tools are designed for quick screening right in the field or at a processing plant. They often use biological reactions, such as enzymes or chemical markers that change color to indicate the presence of specific pesticide residues. The results can be available in minutes, allowing farmers or inspectors to make immediate decisions about a crop's safety. This brings us to a key trade-off in testing technology: accuracy versus convenience. The high-accuracy lab machines can take hours, or even days, to process a sample and require highly trained experts to operate. In contrast, portable devices offer near-instant results but might miss very low concentrations of residues or fail to identify a broad range of chemicals. The future of pesticide testing lies in finding the perfect balance between these two needs, making testing both precise and accessible. The importance of this technology cannot be overstated. So, why do these machines truly matter? First and foremost, they are essential for protecting consumer health. Consistent and thorough testing helps reduce the risk of chronic diseases, neurological problems, and even certain types of cancer that have been linked to long-term exposure to pesticide residues. This protection is especially vital for vulnerable groups in our society, such as children, the elderly, and pregnant women, whose bodies are more susceptible to the harmful effects of these chemicals. By ensuring the food supply is clean, we are making a direct investment in public health and well-being. Furthermore, these machines are indispensable for meeting food safety standards in lucrative global markets. Countries in North America, Europe, and Asia have some of the world's most stringent MRLs. For an agricultural nation to participate in international trade, it must be able to prove, with verifiable data, that its products comply with these demanding standards. Pesticide testing machines provide the concrete evidence needed to ensure that this compliance is documented, trusted, and accepted by importing countries, thereby keeping trade channels open and agricultural economies strong. This also has a direct benefit for producers. By proactively testing their crops, farmers can achieve valuable certifications like Global GAP, USDA, Organic, or various EU eco-standards. These certifications are more than just labels, they are passports to premium markets, allowing farmers to command higher prices for their produce and build a reputation for quality and safety. The benefits of this technology ripple out to touch every part of our food system, creating a win-win-win situation for different stakeholders. For consumers, the primary benefit is the assurance of safer food. This leads to greater confidence in the food supply and fosters transparency, especially when testing data is linked to modern traceability systems like QR codes on packaging, which allow shoppers to see a product's journey from farm to shelf. For farmers, the advantages are clear and tangible. Rigorous testing significantly reduces the risk of having their crops rejected by buyers or regulators, which protects their income. It also unlocks access to more market opportunities, both domestically and internationally, and can lead to premium pricing for certified, safe produce. For governments, a robust pesticide testing infrastructure is a pillar of a strong national food security system. It builds consumer trust, protects public health, and ensures that the country's agricultural sector is aligned with international trade policies, strengthening its position on the global stage. Despite their immense value, the widespread adoption of pesticide residue testing machines faces significant challenges and limitations. One of the biggest hurdles is the high cost of advanced machines. The most accurate lab equipment, such as gas chromatography mass spectrometry (GCMS) or liquid chromatography mass spectrometry (LCMS) systems, can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars to purchase and maintain. This prohibitive price tag puts them well out of reach for small-scale farmers, independent laboratories, and agricultural cooperatives, particularly in developing nations. Another major challenge is the need for skilled technicians. Operating this sophisticated equipment is not a simple task. It requires highly trained personnel who can properly run the machines, perform regular calibrations to ensure accuracy, and correctly interpret the complex data they generate. This shortage of skilled experts, especially in rural or remote agricultural areas, severely limits the scalability of effective testing programs. Consequently, there is a stark disparity in access to this technology across the globe. Many developing regions simply lack the financial resources, infrastructure, and trained workforce to implement routine, comprehensive pesticide testing. This creates a dangerous inequality in food safety, where some populations are well protected while others remain exposed to potential risks. Looking ahead, the future of pesticide testing is bright, with exciting innovations poised to overcome many of today's challenges. One of the most promising frontiers is the integration of AI-driven analysis and real-time monitoring. Artificial intelligence algorithms could dramatically speed up the interpretation of complex test data, reduce the potential for human error, and provide near-instantaneous feedback. This would allow for faster, more informed decisions right at the point of harvest or processing. We are also on the cusp of a new generation of portable, affordable devices for farmers. Emerging technologies are promising to deliver handheld sensors that are not only cheap and easy to use but also highly accurate. These devices could finally bridge the gap between expensive, centralized labs and the practical needs of farmers in the field, democratizing food safety. Finally, the ultimate goal is to seamlessly integrate testing into the entire supply chain for complete traceability. Technologies like blockchain and the Internet of Things, IoT, could create an unchangeable, transparent ledger that links testing results directly to specific batches of food. This would give retailers and consumers unprecedented visibility, allowing them to trace a product's journey and verify its safety with a simple scan, creating a new standard of trust from farm to fork. In conclusion, it's clear that pesticide residue testing machines are a cornerstone of modern food safety. They are the silent guardians of our food supply. Without this technology, our global food systems would be vulnerable to devastating public health crises and disruptive trade breakdowns, threatening both our well-being and economic stability. These machines are absolutely essential for striking the delicate balance between agricultural productivity, public health, and environmental sustainability. They empower us to continue innovating in agriculture, ensuring it remains both profitable for producers and, most importantly, safe for consumers. We must all play a part in championing the next wave of food safety. We need to support the innovations that make food safer for everyone. This is a call to action for governments, industries, and consumers alike to push for the development and adoption of technologies that are not only accurate and reliable but also affordable and accessible to every corner of the world.